Sing to the rock, sing to the tree, sing to the firefly lighting up the sky. Sing, sing to the sea.
Hello, I'm Mary Wheelan, and this is The Song, a show that presents songwriters, composers, and lyricists and their original songs. And today I am very pleased to present a Boston-based songwriter, Bethel Steele.
This is a little tune called The Farm. I don't get to take many vacations, and this is a song that I wrote out in Western Maryland on one of the few that I've ever taken. Down the path and over the bridge, to the sound of the gravel road, grassy fields and quaking leaves. When you look, that's what you see. And your voice carries long and strong from the barn to the farmhouse, where mama's cooking beets and greens and daddy's reading the daily news. You can hear from here the sounds of the old porch swing. And there is history within these walls, the paper this and cracking at the seams, and the floor creaks and moans beneath your feet. Your every move whispers of the lives come and gone on this here farm. Daddy's reading rain by the cycles of the moon beneath the grape arbor's shade, planted back 100 years when the barn stalls were full and the garden's yield sustained. Well, the stalls are empty now, but the garden's growing strong ever since that big flood came. And that was back in 62. In 96 they planted peach trees by the gate. And there is history within these walls, paper this and cracking at the seams. The floor creaks and moans beneath your feet. Your every move whispers of the lives come and gone on this here farm. And relics of time marked by the ladybugs and mothballs, they're piled between the glass and storm frame where the decades remain. And there is history within these walls, paperless and cracking at the seams, and the floor creaks and moans beneath your feet. Your every move whispers of the lives come and gone on this here farm. Thanks. Oh, that was a song called "The Farm," and it always makes me a little sad, I guess, just because you always wish for a place where you're home. And as a songwriter, sometimes we just don't have that. This next song is called "Sunrise," and also get to the more lighthearted of the songs. It's a love song as much as it is about a in the moment song. So that's this tune right here. We drive against the sun. We bid adieu to what the day has brought us. We pinch ourselves to know if we're still here. If not, where did we go? And we talk and talk in circles till we can't remember how we came to be or how we end. So when nights turn into days and still we're wondering, let's kiss at the break of day. Ooh. Ooh. We'd sleep and dream of joy if only we could lay our heads back down. But time, it's short, it's sweet, and sure as the leaves appear on these trees, they fall to our feet. And we talk and talk in circles till we can't remember how we came to be or how we end. So when nights turn into days and still we're wondering, let's kiss, yeah, the break of day, and live in this moment. Take love as it comes, for weeks or a lifetime, or until the sun rises, or just until the sun rises. Oh, you see, we talk and talk in circles till we can't remember how we came to be or how we end. So when nights turn into days and still we're wondering, let's kiss at the break of day. Break of day.
nice.
Thank you so
Very
much.
nice songs, and really great job on the performance. You're a very expressive
Thank you.
singer,
That's
as well as a songwriter.
Thanks. It's something that I really, I try to convey a lot of emotion through my songs and through the words that I use and through the chords, so that it's everything from the songwriting through to the melody and the lyrics and the chords that I choose, all the way through the presentation of it in performance too. So thank you. I'm glad that comes across.
Yes, it does. Very nice. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, but first I want to let people know about some of your accomplishments. And you were named the Club Passim Iguana Fund recipient.
Yes.
What is that, the Iguana Fund recipient?
Yeah, so the Iguana Fund is it's an anonymous donor or group of donors. I think it's just one person, but it's kind of it's a secret a little bit who the donor is or who the group of donors are. And the idea is that every year Club Passim, the historic venue in Cambridge, offers a grant to folks who apply. And it's basically a grant for $500 to $2,000, and the money is supposed to help you progress as an artist and help you in your career in some way, shape, and form. And the one that I submitted was something that I'm calling the Skin You're In Project. And what that is trying to encourage youth and queer folks, somebody who identifies as queer, or lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, or just the Q of LGBTQI, any of those, to feel comfortable in their skin and comfortable where they're at, and having a dialogue about, supportive spaces. So that's what I've been working on this year.
Great. So now also, you were a Kerrville Folk Festival New Folk finalist, a Falcon Ridge Folk Festival Emerging Artist finalist, and also you were a finalist in the Connecticut Folk Festival Songwriting Competition. So that's quite a lot. And you've also gotten some really great reviews about your 2012 album, which is called Of Love and Whiskey.
Yes.
Which is right here. This one is called Of Love and Whiskey. So you've gotten some very great reviews on this, and this is a full album,
Yeah,
right?
it's a full 10 songs produced with a band, the whole 9 yards.
Great. And you also have the first one was called Come Home.
Yes.
And then also now the EP called Broken Record.
Yes, exactly. It was you always hope that you can have some your fans can go home with that represents a solo act, and so that's what that is.
And for people who may not know what EP means, you want to explain that?
Yeah, so an EP is just basically a little baby record. So in this case, this EP has 5 songs, and usually an EP has 4 to 6 songs, depending on how you'd like to do that. And this is one that I was grateful and very lucky to record at the same place that I did my full-length record Of Love and Whiskey with Neil Eckstein of Fox Run Studios, which was a really, really lovely thing. We have a great relationship. He's actually the person that I co-write with, or have co-written a final song with. Yeah.
Now, do you want to talk a little bit about the differences in the CDs? Like, are they different themes? What?
Yeah, Come Home, I wrote a lot of the music on Come Home. 2009, I just moved to Boston, and a lot of the songs on there and a lot of the understated themes are of change and of trying to find trying to make home wherever you are. So the whole idea of come home, that song in particular is all about longing and about, I grew up in the country, and, coming to a big city, you never quite know what it's going to be like. I pretty much predicted that I would be in Boston for 6 months before I left. And I've been there now for 5 years, I guess. So it's been really lovely. But that whole song was about the transition from kind of country living to living in a city. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit more country sounding too, like as in country the genre, not as in country as in the area of rural. It's a little bit country sounding, fiddle and cello and dobro and lap steel. In 2012, I put together Of Love and Whiskey with Neil Eckstein and a gentleman by the name of Jagoda out of New York City, and he's a percussionist. And that whole record, I'm so proud of. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. It's one that the themes on it are, love and whiskey, as one might imagine. And then also, it has the farm on it. It's got some stories of aging, stories of loss. But it's one that I'm really excited about the overall production on the record.
Great. And that's the one that's gotten some really excellent reviews.
Yeah, it's gotten some.
And now the new EP, what would you say?
The new EP. Oh, this is Broken Record is kind of a journey EP. I spent a lot of time on my website this past fall writing little snippets about each one of the songs and really trying to give background about each of them, and they all have their own story. But I think that at the beginning of the year I went through some pretty significant changes in my life, and this EP kind of follows the arc of that a little bit. And I'm really happy with it. Also, it introduces the banjo, which I didn't bring with me, but nonetheless, the banjo shows its face for the first time in recorded history with Bethel Steele on that little EP.
Now, if people who are watching want to purchase any of these, how would they go about doing that?
They go to bethelsteele.com, spelled BETHELSTEELE, which is probably also on your screen at some point, .com, or you can just search Bethel Steele Music and it should pop up in Google or Yahoo or Bing or whatever fabulous.
Yeah, I found it under BethelSteeleMusic.com.
Yes.
And so people could go on there and find out more about your music. They can they hear any of it too?
Yeah, you can hear actually full songs, and you can also order everything on there too.
Okay, excellent. And I would imagine you're elsewhere online too. Do you have?
Yes.
Do you have Facebook?
I think that I'm on almost every social media website that exists. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Right.
I probably still have an old website on MySpace.
Right. So people can find you just about anywhere.
It's true.
Okay. Even on the song.
Exactly. Exactly.
So why don't you do another song for us, and we'll talk a little more.
Yes. So this is a song called Words of Wisdom, and it's on the new EP. It was one that was inspired by all of the things that your parents and your elders say to you as you're growing up. For me, one of the things that my mother said was don't grow up too quickly, be a kid for a little while. And something that I've always struggled with is not growing up too quickly. So this is a little tune about that called Words of Wisdom. Mama once said, don't try and grow up too fast. Don't grow up too fast, grow up too fast. You will surely be wishing for your innocence back. These years will pass you by like rushing water. The shifting sands of time will yield no longer. My mama said, mama said, don't grow up too fast. Papa told me, don't work too hard, you'll be working for your life. Don't work too hard, dear, you work too hard. Yes, I can see it in your eyes. You are run by your 9 to 5. And life's too short to let the man pull you under. You get consumed by your working life, and you will live no longer. Oh, my papa said, Papa said, don't work too hard. Mom, Pa, where are you now? I'm stuck in a rut and you can't get out. Words of wisdom, where are they now? Don't grow up fast, don't work too hard, and don't die young. Don't die young. Don't die young. So I guess off of that, I'll play this song. This is called Broken Record. And this is a song that I actually brought to the group. This Third Sunday's songwriter group, hosted by Esther Friedman and Chris Levanter. And this song came from a very emotional place, and I had to get out of that place in order to kind of finish the song. And I think that when I brought it there to them, this song really kind of took a whole new meaning and kind of took a little bit more depth to the song after we had a little critique. So this is called Broken Record. There was a week where everything nearly crashed and burned. You were a spark, we were a flame. It was the end of the season, where everything is bound to catch fire, with nature to blame. And I want you to know I meant every word I said to you those nights. Yeah, I know that everything I told you only fanned the flame flame of this fire. There are only so many ways that I can try to explain myself, for it all sounds the same. And I've been running around in circles trying to fix this mess I created. I've been lying to myself, saying I'd have normal again. Oh, but what is it that means? When you've thrown everything to the fire to watch it burn. And I want you to know I meant every word I said to you those nights. And yeah, I know that everything I told you only fanned the flame of this fire. There are only so many ways that I can try to explain myself, for it all sounds the same. And I'm a broken record, baby, afraid we're running out of time. I can't go back or make it better, and I think I'm done with trying. I think we're done tonight. But I want you to know I meant every word I said to you those nights. Yeah, I know that everything I told you only fanned the flame of this fire. There are only so many ways that I can try to explain myself, for it all sounds the same.